this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalind.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road. You didn't hear nothing.
Tell us there's a
Who am I to sell my wares if they won't let us into the capital? Won't survive another night.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Viceroy's dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough for everything!
Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus... We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we have a single black shield since Oldhill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not. It's over!
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We'll show them fire in our heart. I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us.
Been an honor.
Tell us then.
Nothing. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will... This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in...
How small
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So Wade, the bearers from all...
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will grant them, putting an end...
And so we shall...
Blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds could guard aught against them? Die along...
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforce
reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
To me, boy!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every lot. Perhaps this will be enough to stop.
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all... I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, and yet be that as it may, it is still our. For as long as the Firebird's flame burn, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the
So wait.
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, where he would be and so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if you refuse.
Then I will have to think of a way.
I might have something which... It's the mark of the Guardians.
I shall wear it with
Be sure that you do. I don't want... If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Madu, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Madu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun. Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Typical nobles, cowering behind their walls,
I could have sworn we had a few.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes.
If it's my blessing.
Well, I'm no hunter, but you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweet is fine.
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
of the... Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find... What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, the mother crystal that rises from the boiling. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object, making Drastanus the holy, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent a...
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria. Sacked the capital. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little.
But... not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Today's lesson. How did we never hear?
There are new billets being posted every...
Clive!
Is something wrong?
Well, it's Black, and if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. But normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear.
Fine.
I knew you...
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both... Wait a bit.
I could have sworn we had a few. That monster's taking quite a liking to Lady Cat.
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been... I thought you might want to...
I told you not to stick your...
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. You never know. You please, mate.
It's not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like... Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. made my... I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer... There. You got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force. Didn't think anything could rattle him.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Something tells me this is only gonna... If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems.
I couldn't agree.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy to help that...
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it. First thing... Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a
And he ain't been himself since he saw it.
Sorry, sold it all. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit.
You don't know where we might find...
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffins.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing... Now, where the...
Thank you, Karen.
At least you...
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the...
I'll leave that... While you get on with that...
Good idea.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tailor all...
Right.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Something there, boy? Could that be Ahmed? When did you get so big? Are you all right?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille.
Not so lowly from... Do you remember selling to a merchant?
She's not any. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite didn't stop her bot. She sent...
It's not her who sent me.
Well...
You should be. He's a mark.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting... I'd dearly love to help a fellow... Actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Featured leather. Same stuff I used. If your man's as skilled as he said...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secret.
In that case?
I'd be much obliged if... Right. I've got... You send your blacksmith.
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn.
Oh.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Unwanted violets. If you have them.
You're looking for scorpion. Used to chuck them in the pot when they weren't, and even if they do, I dare say they do. 3 reeds.
Thank you.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Typical nobles.
Look at this place.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest. If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy. Help me, boy.
rest well. I know I will. Good girl.
Yeah! Be safe. There's a good boy. I've heard Torgal. To me, boy.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Did you find our miss...
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What, the salt on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I... I must share this gift. A single mouthful.
I'm...
And we've a bit. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does...
I found him. And he asked me to give you the...
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded...
So that good few times too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used. Oh, this is fine work.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Here, Clive.
Camille, I
thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather work. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret. The details of which are the subject of some debate in the level...
Then we better keep this close to...
Listen, sorry for still.
That was the idea, Clive's idea.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble. Anyway, enough narrowing.
Looks like we won't be need...
As if there was a better one. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Black. Right, now that's sorted. Thanks, Clive.
Back, are ya?
Typical nobles.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me, and I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud. Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut. They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
It's over!
Arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there. Look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
Turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of his paw.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
I still can't believe they can jump. When these things have roots.
Press on.
Yes.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Is there no other way across?
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not. They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these. Going this way.
Let's look for another path. Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Waken winds!
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
Nice try. Nice try. There's a good boy.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager. You hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Lady Marley. It's me. By the mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me. I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
is our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
Give me thunder! Wake and win!
Clive, There's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
Blessed song!
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption.
a penance paid. Just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by either. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Now!
Right! Can't I do it? Please, just once.
She won't be able to hold that lava back forever. Better make this quick.
Fire and flame!
Let's try.
Go.
All right. I won't take long. Nice try. I've heard talk of.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here! Use this.
step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed. I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.